What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another Danmachi video, and this one's really more aimed at a lot of those of you that are newer at the game. Now, I have received a ton of questions and comments, even a few DMs, and just general questions about what you should be doing as far as Iris goes, going into, towards the anniversary, and even with the current banner. Now, number one, the big question on everyone's mind, is it worth overdrawing on this banner? Now, yes and no. Personally, I'm going to do it. I need 2 Allens and 3 Otarls. So it's just inevitable I'm going to have to go into this banner. Now, at the moment, I don't have a huge amount of Iris, but I do have a huge amount of Iris kind of chilling. Like, I have Iris that I could farm up pretty easily. Now, this banner doesn't, this pull doesn't look like it's going to work out very well, but, who knows? We'll see. We could get a fake out or something here. But honestly, with this containing every one of the Festa units that are currently live, and a lot of people either having recently re-rolled or just recently joined the game, this is not a bad opportunity to go in. Now, what I said when we talked about the Before You Summon situation is after this banner, literally everybody who's free to play should just stop. You should just literally wait for the next, for the next 2.5 months, about 2 months at this point, 2 months and a week or so until the anniversary drops. Because as you guys can kind of surmise, or for those of you guys that don't know how the anniversary works, in essence, I didn't get much there, but whatever. I'm gonna go back in. We've got, for me personally, this is that situation where I'm gonna go into these paid banners, like 100%. It's just so worth to go into these paid banners. But before I go into that, I simply want to kind of explain my position here on this. So, number one, basically how the anniversaries work, and I can kind of show you a little bit here in the story digest. So, if we go to, let's go to event stories, and you'll notice that, like, with, once again, with a lot of these anniversary stories, like the Knights of Fianna and things like that, these always happen in threes, and that is because the anniversary typically, I think Grand Day is the only real exception to that, the anniversary typically lasts like 3 months. I think Grand Day was like a 1 month thing, and then, unless I'm mistaken, I think the Argonaut story was 2 months, and then everything third anniversary and after has been 3 months. I could be wrong. Maybe Argonaut was 3 months. I don't particularly remember, but most anniversaries last about 3 months. That seems like a long time, but remember, these stories are massive. The stories we get are absolutely immense. Now, typically the structure is you get usually about 2 banners, you get 2 main banners, and then a side banner per part. And those parts last about 3 to 4 weeks each, okay? And all in all, it's just going to last roughly about 90 days for everything all said and done. So, that doesn't necessarily math out, but trust me, it all works out in the end. So, essentially, the way I'm expecting the lineup to work out this time is with part 1, whatever part 1 of the story we're going to get, we will probably get just, Hero Festa banner, and then we'll probably get, a sideline normal time-limited banner, and then most likely on top of that, we will get just some kind of regular old, just non-time limited standard fare banner. And those are banners that I usually tell people, like, if you have to, you can skip those, but the Hero Festa banner and the time-limited banners, you're going to have to do that. Now, come to think about it, really, since Hero Festas kind of work a little differently than time limited, there's an outside chance they might give us 2 regular time limited banners and then a Hero Festa banner. But either way, when it comes to the anniversary, they drop tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of Iris on us. I think last year they dropped, like 12,000, excluding rewards and things like that. Like, it was an insane amount of Iris that they just dumped on us. On top of that, and the reason I say that you can go into this banner and, like, just, then after that, it is what it is, you're saving, is because not only do you get, obviously you can go in here and finish your dailies. I haven't done my dailies, but do your dailies every day, you get 10 Iris. But if you really do your dailies right, you're actually getting that, you're also getting Iris for the events, and as you limit break units, you're also getting 10 iris per unit that you limit break. And with your monthlies, if you're doing all your monthlies, now, admittedly, these two, like this row and this row, these are for the monthly paid subscriptions. But that first row there includes some iris. So you got 5. Let's go a little further down here. There's a lot of quartz there. So there's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Tons of iris. And if you notice here, it's literally just for doing all your daily missions. Now, I've been really bad. I did say I was going to start doing Telskira Abyss, and I've been really, really terrible about it just because I'm not a big fan of it. But if you notice here, do 20, 40, 80. That's it. I'm sorry, 20, 40, 60 even, not even 80. Telskira Abysses, and you're going to get a decent amount of iris for that. All said and done, we did this years ago. Even before the paid platform, we did this. And we got roughly about 8,000 iris a month. That's assuming, and once again, that is assuming that in Wargame, you wind up King 3, and in Record Buster, you wind up top 1,000 to 500. If you've got a relatively respectable team, that's quite doable. Now, people that are newer at the game might have a tougher time doing that. But that's another reason that I would say go into the Hero Festa banner, because if you max them and break these two, it will pay dividends. These two are going to pull you through a lot of those events just by themselves. I mean, obviously you've got to bolster the team with some general pool, some general pool units, and as you pull in this, you'll get other 4-stars and things like that. But utilize the resources from this banner. And remember, every Hero Festa unit's in this banner. That includes Belle, that includes Asterius, and that includes Ryu and Elise. Every Hero Festa unit we've got, which isn't very many, is included in this banner. So on top of maximum breaking them, you have a high likelihood, if you don't have any of those prior Hero Festas, you'll have a high likelihood of pulling some of them. And especially in Wargame, you can utilize those units still without max limit breaking them. A lot of those units at +2 or +3 can still be useful. You probably aren't going to get much past King 3 with them, but if you can get to King 3, you'll be in very good shape. That might be a very... That might be presumptuous to think you can get that far, but I really feel like if you put together a good team, you really work, you really strive at it, you should be able to at least get to King 3. King 3 is really not that incredibly hard. Record Buster top 1,000 is a breeze. A lot of people just don't seem to try on Record Buster. Top 1,000 I've been able to do with like a 2-year-old water team. So, and that's, a team that really has no, in the modern equivalent of things, no reason to exist. So, the possibilities are out there. And as I said, for the newer people, 8,000 iris a month might be a bit aggressive, but do your dailies, get as far as you can in the ranks, and really hammer down on this banner. Now, after you're sated with your pulls in this banner, at minimum, do all 4 runs. And remember, guys, if you're still working on iris, don't forget, not only do you have the character list, you also have outfit refinement. And outfit refinement, sometimes it'll pop up with me and be like, hey dude, you've got like 400 iris just chilling out here. I think I'd had 300 or 400 last week that I completely forgot to accrue. And so you got 10 right there. Not that that's much, but come in here and check these things. It is incredibly worthwhile. And on top of that, one of the things you can do is when you build teams, if I go out here and I go to my party, my first party in my group is always a party that I have of, you'll see a lot of crossover units, older units, random units here that I can just grind CP levels and CP levels and outfit refinement. Thank you. I even just said it earlier. So utilize like a team like this. Like you don't need a beefy team to just do your standard daily grind. In fact, I'm not even using Memoria on this, and this team can clear anything that's not like an EX level mission. So make sure you do this. On top of that, also, if you can muster it. Now, I know with a lot of the newer people, it might be difficult, But if you can't beat the EX missions on 7 zones, at least if you can do the very hard or hard. I will tell you, the big trick that I found early on in very hard is try to find either a Thunder unit or a Worm unit that's really good, and then just bolster that team. I haven't even done this yet, but there's, I think, 15 Iris in total for each. So it's 30 Iris just for beating very hard, and I think another 15 or so for beating EX. I forget the exact numbers, but it's out there. Now, once again, that's new people. People that have been here for a while, use your Anniversary. Even the Anniversary Water team can just manhandle EX. But the Anniversary Light team laughs at EX. It absolutely decimates EX. So just take advantage of the resources that are out there. Basically, the whole point in this video is to tell you guys, from this point to the Anniversary, if you do your dailies and if you get, you know, respectable ranks, you don't have to go crazy in Wargame, but just get a respectable rank and do this thing that I'm always really bad about doing, and you will be fine. Also, don't forget, if you're like me, you probably leave a lot of these stories. Like, I think the Bell story, I've got tons of the more recent stuff that's just practically untouched. So I could come in here and do this. There's also, and one of the things that I often forget, if you go to your interact screen, right here, every single one of those exclamation points represents some kind of iris or something that I probably haven't accrued. So if you go up here to stories, yeah, we'll just go ahead and do it without voice for now. I can go ahead and add her voice later. Or not. Come on. Oh, come. I said, all right, whatever. So I've done all of our quest stories, but I'm willing to bet a lot of you guys have not. So check that out. Make sure you do all of these stories and check all your outfits. Notice I've got 5, 10. How much Irish do I have just chilling here? Missing one outfit for her. That's probably a really, really, really old outfit. In fact, I think the Holy Choir outfit was from... So what's that for the Goblin Slayer crossover? It's from something really, quite a bit of time ago. So every single exclamation point could easily yield you some iris. So check all of these things. But number one, make sure that you hit this Hero Festa banner, if I can get back to it. Make sure you hit the Hero Festa banner. Make sure you get all 4 rotations. And then consider stopping. If you have to overdraw, go for it. Don't go crazy. Don't don't farm everything in the game and go, overdraw this 47 times and then, I got nothing. You want to have some iris that's still farmable come May, because at the end of May, if you're not sitting at least 12,000 iris, you probably want to consider going a little deeper. Now, I say 12,000 as just a general number. A lot of times at the old anniversaries, if you went in with 8,000 at the beginning of which is 1 month savings, by the way. If you went in with 8,000 at the beginning of the anniversary, you were pretty good. But a lot of people are going to want to overdraw the anniversary, because a lot like this Hero Festa banner, those units are going to be extremely limited, and those units generally come with some new mechanic or new meta. So overdrawing on those banners is another situation where I rarely but truly do say it actually is worthwhile. So I like to go in with about 10 to 12,000, because remember, at the beginning of it, they're going to drop Iris Presence on us. They're going to drop login bonuses. You'll have an opportunity to go in on that. But I like to I'm a relatively impatient person. I like most people play gotchas, I would like to think are. I like to go in with the ability to just hit everything day one, hit all those banners. And I'm presuming there's going to be a Hero Festa banner and a standard banner. And Hero Festa's are about 6,400 Iris, and a standard banner is 4,000. So that's, 10,400 Iris that I need. 12,000 gives me some overdraw potential. Like I said, for me, lately in the game, that's 1 month savings. But then again, that's once again accruing for, or accommodating for, the full course and the side course meals. So, most people playing this game, 6,000 to 8,000 a month is extremely doable. In fact, I'd be shocked if most people watching this video couldn't accrue close to 10,000 in a month just by playing the game diligently and being really smart with their team building when it comes to Record Buster and Wargame. And that includes people who may have just recently started the game. Now, if you guys need more info on like team building for Wargame or Record Buster or anything like that, let me know in the comments. You guys that are new at the game, you guys need to let me know what kind of content you want to see, because I've covered a lot of this stuff in the past, but I know there's like, 1,400 videos I've made on this game alone, not including the other games we covered, so that can be daunting. So if there's information you guys are looking for, let me know in the comments. That's how I know what kind of content you guys need to see. So the long and the short of it, Cliff's Notes, hit this, and then save. And if you do that, you will go into the anniversary with a very, very, very good nest egg that you will be able to utilize at leisure for whatever's coming at us during that anniversary. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, share. I'll be back with more little nuggets of knowledge like this. And like I said, definitely let me know in the comments. You new people, I need to know what kind of content you guys are looking for, which will help me kind of guide you all to the success that you want to see when these really important elements of the game drop. I'll catch you guys in the comments, and don't forget to hit that little thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys with more Danmachi coming up really soon.